Hello, everybody that's not on here yet. I will, as usual, give everyone a few minutes to get on the chat so I can start my Week 11 NFL picks. Usually give it about a minute, so just stay here till then. Sorry, we're in tight quarters today because I am going to be moving. Hi, there's a few guys getting on here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, wait a couple more seconds and then we'll get started. Hi, Felix. How are you? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. People can go watch it later. Hi, Larry. Hello, Christian. What's up, guys? Drizzle. All right, so we're going to get into my Week 11 picks. Sorry I did not do them last week. I was really busy. I went to Dallas to go to the Cowboys game. Obviously, we lost to the Vikings, but whatever. Okay. I was at the game. I was in Dallas all weekend. So, but I'm back this week with my Week 11 picks. So let's get into it. So for tonight's Thursday night football game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Browns. Since 1999, the record between these two teams are 33-6-1, with the Steelers, obviously, those are their win records and loss records versus the Browns since 1999. So they've overwhelmingly beat the Browns, and I think they're going to do it again tonight. I do think actually this will be a pretty decent game to watch, so you should check it out if you are free this evening. But I'm going with Pittsburgh to win that game. Jets and Redskins, two crappy teams. Not going to be fun to watch, but I'm going with the Jets winning that one. Saints and Bucks. Did you guys see the game last week? Like, what in the whole hell? How did they lose to the Falcons? Like, terrible game. But they're going to come back. Redemption. NFC South. They need it. Saints are going to win that game. Bills and the Dolphins. I am going with the Bills on that one. Unfortunately, I was incorrect. I said that the Dolphins were not going to win a game this season. They did, in fact, win a game this season. So drats to me. But they've only won one game, so that's still okay. They're not going to win this week. Broncos and Vikings. Even though I'm annoyed at the Vikings still for beating my Cowboys, I think they're going to win against the Broncos. Jags and Colts. This game I actually think will be pretty interesting to watch. The Colts have actually had very close games the whole season, win or lose. I think they're going to lose this game. I think the Jags are going to win. Falcons and Panthers, NFC South again. Falcons just got lucky last week. They're not winning this week. Texans and Ravens. So, you guys may want to punch me for saying this, but I don't give a crap. I think the Ravens have a really good chance of going to the Super Bowl from the AFC. I really, really do. Like Lamar Jackson, did you see that run he had last week? This guy is literally out of this world amazing. Him and Russell, I think Russell kind of blew it a little bit for himself, even though it did save him on Monday Night Football when he threw that interception. LA Moments, thank you for the $1.99. I unfortunately did not pick your Colts winning this week. Sorry. But what game was I even talking about? Oh, Lamar Jackson. I think he has a good run for NFL MVP this year, and I think that they could possibly go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going for the Ravens to beat the Texans. Cards and 49ers. The weird thing about the Cardinals is they don't really get blown out. They've actually done pretty well this season, but they don't win. So they're not going to win against the 49ers. It's weird, though, because they actually usually play really well against the 49ers. Of the last 9 times they've met. The Cards have won 8 of those times. But the 49ers are going to come with it. They need some redemption. They're going to come and win against the Cards. Patriots and Eagles. Okay. I know naturally everyone's going to say Patriots win this game, right? But it's always like dependent on what Eagles team you see. Lamar is a beast. Should Giants get Kaepernick? I don't think they're going to do that, but they should. Kaepernick is a good quarterback. I think the NFL is honestly just doing this whole thing to, like, say we gave him a tryout. But I don't think teams are actually taking him seriously, which is very unfortunate because there are a lot of crappy quarterbacks in the league that could be replaced. But the Eagles are not good. I don't know. I don't think the Eagles are going to win. I'm going to go with the Patriots on this game, but I do think it could be a random upset based off which Eagles team we're going to see. That's what I'm going to say. But just statistically speaking, I think the Patriots are going to win. Bengals and Raiders. So where did the Raiders come from? Like, they started off the season so shitty, and now they've been kind of pretty good in their division. And they've actually are literally like almost neck and neck with the Chiefs. So they're still in this. They still have a chance to do something and make it to postseason. And the Bengals actually still are the team that has not won a game yet this season, and they're not going to win a game again. I was wrong. I thought it was the Dolphins. Maybe it's the Bengals. The Raiders are going to win that game, though, and Bears and Rams. So the Bears have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Rams are at home. I never really even say Rams being at home means anything, actually. And I don't. I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one. I don't know why. Honestly, I can't even say why. But I'm going with the Bears to win that game. There's a couple people that agree with me, but I don't know. It's just like an instinct. Sometimes you just have them. It's not a logical decision. It's just an instinct that I have. And for Monday Night Football, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers. I'm going with the Chiefs on winning that game. Now it's time for the game of the week, and this one I finally get to do a Cowboys game for a game of the week. I don't think I've had Cowboys as my game of the week since like week 1 or 2. Cowboys are taking on the Lions. This is like a Sunday morning game. Nothing crazy to see here. But the Cowboys have lost 3 straight non-divisional road games. This is a road game for the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to have to go up to Detroit and win a game. There's several things here. Right now, the spread is currently has the Cowboys as a 3-point favorite. However, we are unaware of it if Matt Stafford is going to be playing this weekend. I say it doesn't matter, and it's for these reasons. The Lions can't stop the run on defense at all. They're terrible. I don't think they're much better at their pass defense either, which is going to give the Cowboys tons of advantages because we can throw the ball, we can run the ball, and we're going to be able to do both. So instead of the Lions maybe going into this week thinking like, oh, this is like a heavy run or team that runs the ball or whatever, so we're going to put all our energy focusing on that. With the Cowboys are good at both, so they're not going to be able to necessarily say going into the week like what they're going to focus on. They can't focus on anything. They're not very good at either one anyway, so it's bad news bears for them, you know. Zeke did not have a good game last week. The Vikings completely shut him down. He ended the game with only like 47 yards. Dak Prescott, though, almost had 400 yards, and they were able, I mean, they didn't end up winning the game because of it, but they were able to still, you know, score, get the ball down the field without Zeke. Zeke's not going to have back-to-back bad games. He's just not. I just don't. It's very rare we see a game like that from Zeke, and he's not going to have back to. Did I say Zeke or Zachary? I meant Zeke does not have back-to-back games that are bad. So he's going to have a good game. I think Dak's going to go in there and play pretty decent, and the Lions' defense isn't going to know what to do. Now, Stafford playing is up in the air, but even if he does play, the Cowboys' pass defense is 6th in the league right now. And guess what? The Lions do not have a run game at all. Like, nothing. And that's really what actually ends up hurting the Cowboys, is if they go up against a team who has any kind of player that can run anything, our defense struggles. But we've allowed, I think, 6.7 yards per pass this season, which is pretty good. And even if Stafford's there, it's just not going to help it, because I think our pass defense is better than they're going to play, regardless of if Stafford's there or not. Even though Stafford actually has had a pretty good season, he's been like kind of off the radar a little bit, but he's still been pretty good. But even if he plays or doesn't play, I don't think that's going to matter, because they don't have a run game, and that's what you need to beat the Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, Cowboys are a 3-point favorite. Depending on if Stafford plays or not, I'm sure that number is going to change. But as of right now, and regardless if Stafford plays or not, the Cowboys are going to win the game. And that's what I'm saying. Even though we've had 3 straight non-divisional game losses on the road, it ends here. So that is the end of all my picks, predictions for the week. I will spend a little moment. Hey, Britt, do you think the Raiders will make the playoffs? I think that their chances are greater now. I think they've played a lot better as of late, and they kind of snuck up behind everybody to a point where they're right behind, right on the tail of the Chiefs, so it's possible. I mean, we still have a decent amount of football left to be played this season, so. And the Chiefs next week actually have their bye, so that'll give the Raiders a chance, if they win this week, to kind of capitalize on that next week. Do you think 3 teams from NFC West make it to the playoffs? So I've said all season the NFC West has one of the most difficult divisions this year. Rams are good, Seahawks are good, and obviously the 49ers, who were undefeated until this week. Cards, even though their record doesn't show it, they're actually not a bad team. And I don't think the Rams are going to get in. I think the Seahawks will, and I think the 49ers both will make it to the playoffs. Depending on how the rest of the season goes, because the Seahawks, I believe, only have 2 losses themselves. Rams have 1 loss, or not Rams, 49ers have 1 loss. So depending on how the rest of the season goes, I don't know who's going to be in first place in that division and who's going to get put in the wild card. But yeah, I can see 2 NFC West, not 3, 2 NFC West teams making the playoffs. I'm going to take a couple more questions before I get out of here. So let's see. The Bears are not going to make the playoffs. I don't think. Sorry. What do you think the Falcons have to change to start winning? Oh, that is a tough one. I just think they haven't changed much over the years, and their team's getting older, so they're gonna be going through a few years of transition, I think. I don't think there's anything super wrong with the team. I just think that some players are starting to get at the end of their ropes and careers or whatever, and it's just going to be a change. They just need to start seeing new guys come in, younger guys come in, and see the switch up. But I mean, it's weird because a couple seasons ago you see the Falcons, they could be great, And it's like you never really see tons wrong with them. You just don't see anything right with them either. So I'll do one more question here. So let's see who's going to get that question. Not seeing a question that I want to answer yet. So if you just tuned in, I actually did all of my picks already, so you might have to go back and rewatch the video. I did all my picks for the week, and I also did my game of the week. So make sure if you have not seen the video in its entirety, however you say that, go watch it after we're done with this live. Tanner Katie said, do you think the Eagles will come on top over the Cowboys? No, I do not. I would never say that, though, because I'm a Cowboys fan. So, you know. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to my live. Sorry I did not do my picks last week. I was in Dallas. I am moving next week. I should have my internet and stuff up and going before I do my picks for the week next week. So we should be all good to go. I'll be in my new apartment next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video. You go to the comment section of this video, leave a comment. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. My goal originally was to get 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen, but you know, let's push for 40,000. I think I'm at like 36 point something right now. So maybe I could get 40,000 by the end of the year. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much. I will see you guys soon. If you missed some of the video, then just make sure you go back and watch it so you can see all my picks for the week, and you can see my breakdown of the game of the week. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.